Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 8 of Account Reviews. Today we got a request from by Shoujo. He asked me to look at his account for him. So, that is today's episode. Stick around. Anyways, though, a quick introduction to this guy. I'm a free-to-play player, even though I have bought some skins in Dog Space. I've been playing around for 2 years, but I can't play enough because I'm studying, and he has some questions, which I'll get into later on. So I'm gonna get right into this account. Let's hop right on to it and see what we got. So don't listen to what anyone says. Everyone, even if you play for 2 years, everyone has their own progression, right? I've seen people who play for like 2-3 years in a game and they barely made it out of the tutorial, which is perfectly fine. If that's how you want to play, go for it. Now, don't bully guys, don't be mean, don't do any of that crap, right? Everyone has their own progression pace, and that's fine. Anyways, as of right now, ships owned 12,000, attacks 16,000, attack win rate, commission. So as of right now, I can tell you right off the bat, if you're playing for 2 years, you're probably not logging in every single day, which is perfectly fine. Judging by this, though, if you do want to keep up with this every single day, I do recommend, if you don't want to fall behind on this kind of stuff, keep up with your commissions. Commissions are probably the easiest way to progress because you get some resources, you get a lot of oil, and you can take your oil to dump into your dorm stuff and etc. Get some more coins, etc. etc. That's how you have all these 120s. I bet you probably did a lot of dorms, which is perfectly fine. Do the dorms, do the 1200 oil commissions. Very, very simple. Now, looking at choices, I'm assuming you don't care too much about game progression right off the bat. You're probably leveling up whatever you want, and that's perfectly fine. I don't know how to improve on this. Just to let you know, I see a lot of KMS, which is fine. A lot of mix and match of everything. Honestly, I think you're a waifu game, which is perfectly fine because I can't tell what specific ships you're trying to level up. So I'll take it for what it is. It's a lot of summer skin choices. My lord, that's a lot of summer skin choices right there. Let's see. How many summer skins do we have right here? Let's find out. We have Sirius. We have Richelieu. We have Allergies. Is that all the summer skins? No, we have Formy right here. That's 4. I'm pretty sure you have more. Well, I see 4 as of right now. Honestly, that's not bad for a free-to-play player, but I'm gonna assume you bought some stuff for us. So then you say there. So I will tell you as of right now, though, if you want ships to progress, honestly, as of right now, if I were in your place, just play however you want. Just if you want a ship because you like them, get them to 120, get them to 100, whatever you're comfortable with, take them to whatever level you want. Because the most important thing as of right now for most people, especially for new players, is I recommend all new players get the ships you want specifically to 120 first. Then start worrying about meta stuff if you want to get to that part of the game, because in this part of the game, early to mid game, even like upper mid game, you can get away with using whatever you want for the most part. If you're really if you know how to properly play the game, which is just get levels and get gear, honestly, you can beast the entire game mode very, very easily with whatever ships you desire. Yes, with whatever ships you desire. So that's where you're currently are in the game process. You're not too far in, but like you're like right in the middle or whatever. Just if you have a ship you like, just get them to 120, and by the time you know it, by the time like I don't know, years, months down the line, you have like 50 120s. Then if you want to mix and match, get some meta stuff. If you want to play this game more hardcore, then go for it. Get some like meta stuff, get some like Shinano, get some Centaur, stuff like that. But if you really don't care and you're just like really like just touching the surface of this game, just pick a ship you like, get multiple ships you like, get them to 120, perfectly fine. No, there is no wrong way to play this game at all, and that is definitely not a bad idea to do. Just if you have a ship you like, get them to 120, level them up, who cares? Even if it's like a common ship, even if it's like a blue ship, like let's say it's Alwyn for whatever reason, or like Signet, or Admiral Hipper, go for it. Who cares? Get them to 120, because at 120, those ships can destroy most levels and stages in the game. So it doesn't matter at that point like what you use and what's meta or not. If you're 120, it doesn't matter. You're gonna roll the content anyways. So there's that. That's my advice. Oh, there's that's not that's not summer skin. Get the ships you like to 120. Definitely do keep up with commissions though, because you're probably not a player that can play a lot. So do that a lot. Keep up with commissions. Dorm a lot as well. Get all the dorm slots actually. Get all 6 dorm slots, and you're good to go there. So those are ships. Skipping down here. Let's talk about gear. So gear, again, if you don't play the game a lot, just do the hards at least. Like unlock safe mode, and then you just click auto and just knock out the hard modes. Keep up with those. So 6 torpedoes, it's like an okay slot. You could probably get 2 more or whatever, but that's perfectly fine. Gear. Now, honestly, gear shouldn't be that much of an issue for you, because you don't really need like a lot of gear, because you're probably not a player that can play a lot, which is perfectly fine. So we have a good split of like all the auxiliaries here, black shells and all that stuff. Perfectly fine. There's a lot of good mix of everything here. Nothing too crazy. Good mix. Good mix. Now get more white shells though. I know you have more black shells here, but white shells are definitely more superior because they have crit damage. Crit damage is very good, and it has hit as well. So definitely prioritize the white shells over the black shells when you give that option. I don't think you have any Corsairs here. Get the Corsairs if you can. They're called like pirate squads in the core data. Definitely buy those. Those are really good. Those will replace some Sea Fangs. Hellcats, they can replace Hellcats as well if you want to. But definitely get those if you're using carriers a lot. They'll help out with your DPS and whatnot by a long shot. Everything good here. Anti-air is fine for the most part. Nothing too crazy. Torpedoes, I'm not a big fan of Quint homings, but if you want to use them, go for it. Honestly, torpedoes don't really matter to me. I don't care too much about torpedoes, so that's whatever. Everything else looks fine though. Nothing too crazy. I do say though, you might want to get more DD guns. Maybe. Actually, no, you're good. The 127s are fine. It's not been power creep, but like there has been better guns over the past months or years or so. But gold 120s are still perfectly fine, or gold 127s are still perfectly fine. So then you talk about these. Everything else looks fine. Again, gear's not too crazy. Just prioritize for core data stuff, white shells, and get some pirate squads, Corsairs, gold Corsairs. Prioritize those. For gold gear though, it looks good to me. But once you are able to commit more hours and play more, if you ever get to that state of the game, definitely do amped up more of these like DD guns, BB guns, etc. Because I don't see much of those. Like, let me see how much 406 you have, because I don't see any 406s here. 406s are like the best HE gun for a budget by a long shot as well. So if you have those, definitely slot them in. You don't have any AP guns right now, but 406 MK6 is perfectly fine. The purple USS guns or whatever, those are perfectly fine. Now you're up until World 12-3. Now, if you're a player that can't play a lot, I highly advise doing this. Unlock 12-4 right away. Get to safe mode. It's gonna take a while if you gotta play a lot, but if you are able to shave off some hours to play, that'll be perfectly fine. Get 12-4 to safe mode. And once you get to safe mode, do what I'm doing as of right now. Get some double efficiencies. They come from Operation Silence. You may not get a lot of them, but whenever you have some, take the double efficiency, go to 12-4, full auto it, and clear there. Full auto is a new mechanic now in the game, which makes it so almost anyone can play the game with literally no attention span whatsoever. You can just press one button, just look away. That's what I'm doing as of right now. Get 12-4 to safe mode. Get the double efficiencies, if you have any, dump them in. You have 66 right now. That's perfect. That's good enough. Get safe mode. Run six ships in your mob fleets and run six ships in your boss fleet, and slam that full auto in. And you should get crazy EXP gain for about 2 hours of game time, which is very good. Very good. You can burn 12,000 oil very fast, really fast. So do that. Also, let me look at your mailbox. You probably don't have any right now, but here's my recommendation to you. 10,000 oil can burn in like less than 2 hours, and then to get back 10,000 oil takes about maybe 3 days. About 3 days of just logging in, collecting some commissions, and logging off. Otherwise, probably 4 days. So about every 3 to 4 days, just log back in, do your weekly 12-4 double efficiency dump with your six ships on mob and 6 ships on boss, and just do that. You will get crazy amount of EXP gain, probably better progression than what you have right now, and it'll help out a lot. Trust me. 12-4 full auto on safe mode is a joke. I can run level 105 ships, level 100 ships even at 12-4 on safe mode. It's disgustingly easy. So I recommend get to 12-4 safe mode, unlock it, and then just slam in double efficiency, just full auto all day with 6 ships in mob fleet and 6 ships in boss fleet. It'll get so much EXP. You have crazy a lot of red books as well. I'm jealous. Give me some of these. Valentine Graf Zeppelin, very nice. Open up that cat box as well. If you have some PR ships unlocked, do dump them in. If you don't want to keep count and bother with them, by all means, you don't have to. Purple plates are locking though, but this is one of those things where you have to grind and put an effort to get. Otherwise, you can't really see much results. But then again, like I said before, just go to 12-4, do your double efficiency. You won't get a lot of purple plates, but over time you'll probably get a decent amount of purple plates. Just use them to upgrade whatever you have. It'll help out a lot. Also, you have a lot of gold gear boxes as well. If you're lacking on plates, a good trick is open up your gold gear boxes. You may get some gold gear and then salvage the gold gear. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I know some gold gear are really good, but if you have some trash gold gear that are not like very good compared to some other gold gear, just salvage them and you get some purple plates from that. That's if you truly need purple plates. Do that method. Otherwise, just stick with this, passively farm up some purple plates or whatever, and just toss them in over time. Now, the blue plates are fine, white plates are fine. These are good enough for all, honestly. So don't worry about it too much. St. Louis is in the works as of right now. Take your time with PR stuff. Don't need to rush it. If you really do care about rushing though, Developer 30 is going to take a long time. So if Developer 30 was never one of your goals in the first place, don't worry about it right now. Just play however you want, and eventually you'll finish all of these, hopefully. But getting Developer 30 though is a different story, because that's going to take an entirely different amount of time. But if you want to unlock the ships though, do it whenever you want. No need to rush it. So I think there's some stuff missing here. Or that's everything right here. So let me see what questions you have right now. My gears are a little bit messed right now. I'll fix it in the near future. Any suggestions? Gear ships to level up are welcome. So again, if you're not a player that's truly fixated on playing the game a lot, there's no set meta. There really is not set meta. So like 12-4, I'll help you build a 12-4 fleet, right? If you want to go for a first clear at 12-4, here's what you do for your mob fleet. Enterprise can work for a boss, for a fleet. Rune can work. Helena can work. Honestly, any 110 and up can perfectly work just fine. You can do SX. You can do a SX Enterprise with another, like a healer of some sort. If you have a Kashi, that would be very nice. Do you have Perseus anywhere? If you don't have Perseus, I highly recommend leveling her up. She's very good. Do you have? I don't think you have her. Maybe you do. I don't even know. I can't see right now. But if you don't have a Perseus, definitely do level up Akashi. Akashi will make your 12-4 grind much simpler. I do recommend at least one type of healer when you do 12-4. I see you have a Shoho that works. Unicorn works as well. But Akashi is very good because she has very high anti-air. Or Perseus. If you have Perseus, that works too. But I don't see a Perseus unless I'm blind. But it's fine. So get one healer, slot in like 2 carriers or whatever. Like right now I'm using 2 Crane Sisters and Akashis right now. And then just slot in Vanguards. Just something like durable. Has some good anti-air. Helena works here. Baltimore works here. Just take whatever Vanguards you want, level them up. At 12-4, you're good to go. So no need to play any specific meta. 110 and up ships are perfectly fine. Now, if you're doing the first clear though, I do recommend doing some 120s because it's gonna be a doozy. Your first time doing 12-4 is probably gonna be a doozy. So don't be scared using 120 ships. If it's that hard for you, go ahead and do it. You're not getting EXP, but don't worry about it. But once that difficulty of 12-4 starts dropping, start dropping off your ships. Like you don't need the 120 anymore. You can use Enterprise. You can use anything on it. You can use a Kagi and Kaga, even though they're 107, 106 at 12-4. Assuming you have a good healer like Akashi, that works perfectly fine. So the first part of 12-4 when you're on lethal, do go a bit overboard if you're not confident. Like use King George, use Bismarck, use your high level ships, because 12-4 is about level 114, and on lethal it can be pretty brutal if you're not prepared. But once you drop to medium, to low, to safe, it's gonna become a lot easier. You can start shaving off a lot of ships at that certain level. Like 120 ships become 110, and then you can use 1.5 at that point. It's very easy. So go a bit overboard on 12-4, knock it out, get a safe difficulty, and once you get a safe, just start spamming all these like 110 ships at 12-4, double efficiency, full auto. Takes about probably 5 minutes to finish a full clear. Very good, very fast. Make sure you're also dorming. If you have the second floor unlocked in your dorm, definitely do slot in those 6 mob ships in that second floor. Otherwise, you're gonna burn your morale very fast. So, use your 110 ships, level them up at 12-4 double efficiency, get them to 120, and for the other ships, just dorm them to like 105 or so, 110. Just keep them in the dorm for a bit, and when they hit that level 105, 108, a little bit, maybe 108 or so, take them out of the first floor of the dorm, slot them into your 12-4 fleet, and they can finish off that last 15 or 12 levels at 12-4. Very easy. So just dorm. If you don't have time to commit, just dorm the ships you want to level to about 105, 108. Get safe mode on 12-4. Use those ships in your mob fleet and put them in the second dorm floor, and just full auto wait for about 1 or 2 hours. They'll hit 0 morale. Call it quits for a day. Come back in probably like maybe 3 or 4 days when you have more oil, and do the same thing over and over again. And next thing you know it, probably assuming you play for another year or so, you're gonna have many 120s. I kid you not, you're gonna have many 120s. Now about the purple plates and stuff, that's an entirely different question. You're gonna have to go out of your way to farm for purple plates. But in terms of leveling up ships though, that same method will be just fine. Now, I do recommend though, get some plus 10 gear though, help out a lot. But again, very easy. Just get some plus 8 could work out. Honestly, just get some like plus 8 gear. It'll make your 12-4 grinding a lot easier. A lot easier. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any questions, let me know. Again, I am not taking any requests. Again, I have a lot of requests as of right now. I don't want to take any requests. So enjoy the video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.